There's got to be a reason. I don't think you're born like this yet.
I'm a forensic psychologist. I study serial killers specifically. What makes them tick? What drives them? And what I find is that the more heinous the acts and the more often they do it, the more heinous the childhood. Albert Henry DeSalvo was born September 3rd, 1931, into a world that was the most dysfunctional, violent childhood that anyone can really ever imagine. Albert DeSalvo's father was extremely violent and sadistic.
Ever since the last time I remember him was when he took every one of my mother's fingers and broke every one of them. And then, as she laid underneath the sink, he knocked all the teeth out. And I watched him hit him with a vase, but he smashed me on the back with a pipe.
He also recalls that his father used to beat him as a toddler with a big belt buckle, and it would happen regularly, sometimes on a nightly basis.
My father sold me for, I think it was $9. $9 or $8. Me and my two sisters. We were left in Maine for about 6 months.
Albert, around 8 or 9 years old, his father sells him to a farmer, sells him and his two sisters. During that 6-month period, he was prostituted to males as an 8-year-old.
See, when you're under the environment of sex all day long, you understand me? That was a hell of an environment to have. You'd go up on the roof and there'd be a couch up there and here's a quarter screw fella.
So his mother retrieves him after 6 months, and then around ages 11, 12, he gets arrested for assault and battery, and he's sent to a reformatory. And I think Albert was quoted saying, "I learned about every type of perversion you could imagine in the reformatory." After the reformatory, he joins the military around 17.
When Albert was stationed in Germany, he met his wife over there. Her name was Irmgard, and they came back to the United States, had 2 children. And Albert was seen as a pretty devoted, affable, kind family man. He worked as a construction guy, as a handyman. He was a hard worker.
Then, in 1955, when he's 23, he molests this 9-year-old girl. He gets caught, and then he gets discharged, and that's when his wife starts calling him an animal. I believe that Albert DeSalvo deeply loved his wife and loved his children. So when his wife starts calling him an animal, it triggers something in him. And the rage and the feelings of rejection then lead to his likely acting out.
From 1960, Albert DeSalvo had this little con that he ran called the Measuring Man. And he would show up at women's apartments and he would tell them that he was a modeling scout and they just looked so beautiful. And he had these gowns and he just needed to measure them. And he would talk his way in. He would just sort of measure them with his hands, maybe cop a feel here and there, and leave.
Then in 1964, after these murders stopped, Albert played the role of the Green Man, where he would put on a workman's outfit and gain entry to women's apartments by posing as a man that was here to fix things. He would sexually assault these women. He would rape them. Those rapes came to be known as the Green Man rapes. It's not typical that you've got a man who has gone from the Measuring Man, who is groping, to murdering anywhere from 1 to 11 women, to then just go back to sexually assaulting them without the murder. But all serial killers have 9 factors that they experience that are cumulative factors. Albert DeSalvo has all 9 of these factors.
The